So yeah, this is kind of this things have the matching color to this one. To this one, this is very good. Nothing wrong with it. Very matching colors. This is uh, pale green. This is slightly more greenish, and this is green. So khaki green. This can be khaki green too. So yeah, this is much more greenery than I have been used to. Nevertheless, we are talking about two campfire audio IEMs. The honeydew is the more yellow one, while the Satsuma. How do you pronounce this? Satsuma or Sasuma? I do not think that there is a more pronounced T there, but nevertheless, I'll call it Satsuma. I'll go with the T, Satsuma and Honeydew. Honeydew is a single BA, sorry, Honeydew is the single dynamic driver IM, and the Satsuma is the single BA IM. It's a very good sounding IM. Satsuma, I found it to be very good. Uh, do not use the stock foam or the whiteboard tips. Use the final year tips that comes with it. There are plenty of sizes in there, and this final year tips are very good. They sound very good with the Sasuma here. Satsuma, anyway you would like to pronounce this name. It's a very comfortable IEM, no problem with the comfort at all. Very comfortable. It's small, not big. You guys can see, not bigger, much bigger than my nail. So it's a small 1.5 centimeter in this whatever you would like to call this, height or whatever. And depth is reasonable too, is not very deep, not shallow at all. And both the IEMs share the exact size, so both are very comfortable and ship with the smoky lids cable. That's a bonus that I have not been able to wrap my head around. You get a very good cable with very cheap IEMs. Yes, these IEMs are slightly more expensive than they are supposed to be. There are multi BA IEMs like 4BA, 5BA, 6BA IEMs, even decent 4BA IEMs, 3BA IEMs are priced at $200. And this Sasuma has 1BA driver and is priced at 200. It's kind of expensive, but not overly so. So it is kind of reasonable, then it is not very reasonable. When you look at the set of accessories you are getting, it's very reasonable. I'll say this cable can be used with more expensive IEMs, and they use this with more expensive IEMs. So I do not know why you cannot use. They ship with this cable ship with $1,000 IEMs from Campfire. You can easily use this cables with $300 400 IEMs without much problem. This is a very decent cable and very supple too. You guys can see, everyone is aware of the smoky lids. These are not rigid or anything, very supple and stuff. They do not have much memory problem either. So these are very good cables. I like these cables, and very user friendly. The cable guides are not stiff or anything. Very supple, very easy on the ear, very comfortable and stuff. Now moving on to the sound, I'll have to say the Satsuma is good for a single BA driver. It will not take on the ER3 or ER4, but it is plenty good for a single BA driver if you are not looking for a very detailed or very neutral sound. This is neutral. I'll not say this is not neutral, but it has bass. It has good amount of bass. This IEM has very good amount of bass. The low end is punchy. There is good amount of feel to it. It's not flat like the ER4 series that ER4P I have, and is on the punchier side, not as flat as even the acoustics R220, and that's a good thing. you will miss the vigor, the volume of the stuff, but it has good punch and stuff. It is good. There is nothing exactly wrong with it. But when you move on to the treble region, things start to look bad. Mid range is very good too. No problem with that. Mid range is very good, very intriguing, very very melodious. Not lacking with depth or anything. It's not dynamically challenged or sonically incapable. It's very capable. But I would have liked a bit more details, a bit more micro details, a bit more intricate details. Nevertheless, it's very good. No problem with the mid range, but in the treble region, it starts to show some weaknesses. It does not manage to provide the best amount of details or extension. Even the upper treble region, if this is the lower treble, slight decrease in mid treble, then that falls off. The lower treble, sorry, the upper treble region just falls rapidly and starts to move in a more darker area. And yeah, that's the thing. It does not have that kind of extension to it. It's good. It's plenty good. I'll not say that it's bad. If you do not like aggressiveness with your music, that really helps. But if you like more details, more transparency and clarity, this slightly is not the best IEM you can get. Overall, I'll say it's a very good IEM, very good accessories. Let me show you the type of pouches that come with this. Very premium kind of pouch. It's not the cheaper kind, and very very good, very pocketable one. I have to say 3.5 inches, 1 2 3.5 inches, 3.5 inches tall and 2.5 inches wide. So it's a very pocketable one. You can carry around with you. And for the set of accessories, I'll have to say these are excellent IEMs. No doubts about that. Very, very good IEMs. Now, moving on to the more expensive, $50 more expensive Honeydew. This is yellow. This is proper yellow. This is kind of orangish, kind of orange, kind of yellow. But it still can be called yellow nonetheless. But this is more yellowish. This is the yellow. This is the mango we are looking at. This is the mango season has passed, but nevertheless, this is the yellow, the mango yellow we get to see with mangoes. And this is a single dynamic driver IEM, and it has, oh, some of the best sub bass rumble one can ask for under in this price range. In 200 $250 price range, this has the best sub bass rumble or feel to it. Very good, excellent, exceptional sub bass rumble. But then things do not look as rosy as the sub bass. As the mid bass is not very voluminous. It's a sub bassy IEM. It's not a mid bassy IEM. It does not have that mid bass volume or that area. It's slightly smaller. OS 10 is bigger there, um, in the mid bass region, but the decay is good. I'll not say that decay is bad. You do not get bad decay or anything like that. Everything is reasonable. It's fast, very good amount of texture. I like the texture of this. Then it descends into the mid range. Mid range is good at best. Why I'm saying that good at best? Because it is not better. It does not have that kind of sharpness. What we look for in a note. I believe this is the best note body one can ask for. Okay, they have a bass, then it gradually goes thinner and finish there. Do not go like this. They should not go like this, or they do not stay just blunt like this or like this. Okay, it should have a slightly sharper finishing, which gives it a bit more perception of details or and transparency, make it sound a bit more engaging, a bit more clearer. But with the honeydew, it lacks a bit of that finishing definition. That finishing definition is slightly not there. It does not have that required amount of sharpness to the finishing and kind of feels a bit blunt, slightly on the pale side. Nevertheless, instruments are good, very enough details, not very detailed. It has good amount of details and stuff, but things look up from there. The upper mid is not problematic with both the IEMs. Even the Sasuma, the upper mid is not a problem at all. These IEMs do not like to project sharper upper mids. Very good IEMs when it comes to upper mid control, and the Honeydew too do not has any kind of problem there. Then the energy rises from the upper mid to till the end. It has better extension, better energy, better sparkle, better layering, better separation, better everything than the Satsuma. I like the word Sasuma. More Japanese kind of feel. Sasuma, nice, nothing wrong with it. Now this is good. In the triple region, this is very good. I'll have to label it better than the uh, what's that, ico os 10. Ico is good, reasonable, slightly on the shimmery side. This is more lively, more agile, much better. Layering and separation is very good, and the stage of these two IEMs are good, very good height. These two IEMs are very good height, but this one has better x-axis expansion. I like that. This feels a bit more rounded, while this slightly lacks that bit of x-axis. Both have similar z-axis presence. This is slightly better. This is slightly less z-axis expanded. This is a good IM if you want bass and you do not want a very good amount of vocal clarity or stuff like that. This is very good. I have no problems with that. I can recommend this to a bass head. But if you are not a bass head, you like the balance of stuff, this should not intrigue you. This is good in general, but is not best if you want something specific. No one wants a IEM that has very good treble region, and this one has a very good treble region. No one buys IEM for very good trebles, bad mid range, and bad bass. This one is very good bass, but the mid range is not very recommendable. It's good. It when you start listening to it, you find it to be doing good, but it's not the best. That's it. I think I touched everything. If you guys have any questions, you can feel free and ask me. uh, Very good choices of tips. Let me show you. I know no one has this much of patience. There are very good choices of tips, whiteboard tips, the foam tips, and the packaging and stuff is very premium with these IEMs, and that's a thing. I'll have to say this Campfire entry level IEMs are very good at set of accessories. Fantastic set of accessories, cables and stuff are very good, very premium kind of feel to them. And if you want to buy, definitely these are good IEMs, not bad. But if you want something more specific from them, this might not be able to deliver. This one is very good, no doubt about that, but that slight lack of triple energy, triple extension is a downer. This one is very good too, but if you do not want that kind of bass or want some mid-range details and clarity, uh, Honeydew might not please you a lot. It's a both are pleasing IEMs, no problems with that. Nevertheless, that's it. That's all I can think of as of now. I do not keep notes or anything like that, so this is a more spontaneous kind of thing. So That's all I'll have to say. Very comfortable IEMs. I like the comfort level of these things. And if you watched till the end, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Enjoy.